Look at that steak, isn't it good looking? Big old round steak. Nice and fatty. This is what I'm having for breakfast along with some eggs. Alrighty, let's turn that up a bit. I like mine a little rare. Put some salt on this. That's Redmond's salt. Package up for you. That is what it is. Some good stuff, a lot of iodine stuff. It is from Utah. And you can get it at the health food store for about $2.50. I'm going to add some of this. This is a potassium salt. Good chunk of, let me get the camera to focus. Good chunk of potassium. It doesn't really affect taste much, so I just use what I want. I'll give you some, in between that and salt, gives you some good electrolytes. Ah, she's looking good. Alrighty. And it is done. Looking good. I put some pepper on one side before I cook that side. Turn the heat down. I'm going to get the eggs started now. Alright, and there is 6 eggs. 6 eggs and a steak. I'm not doing vegetables this time. I need the protein more than anything at the moment. Alright, and those 6 eggs kind of turned into a scrambled egg omelet thing. I'm not exactly very good at flipping eggs, so. Alright, there's the finished product. 6 eggs and a big steak. All salt to taste. And there's, of course, there's candy bars right across the table for me, so. Which one would you want? I don't know. I'll tell you, that's a hard choice. I'm gonna get to eating. This is gonna take me a minute. Now, some of y'all may not think this is actually good looking, but I love it. I like mine nice and rare. That's pretty rare. A little rarer than when I usually have it, but that's what I'm eating. You know, get the pan nice and hot, brown the outside, flip it over, brown the other side, and it is done. I'm not really eating the fat right now. I don't need it. I'm trying to burn my own fat, so I don't need a lot of the fat off the steak. Alrighty, there we go. Now, there's no carbs, no sugar in that. It's just meat and eggs. Eggs have a lot of great stuff in them besides a little bit of protein. There's a lot of good vitamins in eggs. And even steak, if you'd believe it. Alright, that was a pretty basic meal for me. That's my one-a-day meal. I don't know how many calories it is. I don't know what the macros are. I almost don't even care. There's no sugar, there's no carbs in it. It's not going to affect me in a negative way. I don't always eat steak. I'm out of hamburger and I have a bunch of steaks left. So that's what I'm eating at the moment. Sorry about the garage. The garage is a bit of a mess. The house is pretty much cleaned up from us moving, but we're still figuring things out in the garage. But either way, I use a lot of salt. I've done research on salt. People can argue about it, that's fine. I've done my own research, made my own choices. But I use a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of salt at a time, or per day. And I usually eat a lot of vegetables. That is one thing I usually do. But today I just decided steak and eggs sounded good. I hadn't worked out for a few days. I went into the gym this morning, got a good workout in, got some benching in. I hadn't been doing benching. I've been doing push-ups. I've been doing a lot of push-ups. After every major set that I do 10 push-ups. So I may do 30 push-ups or I may do 100 push-ups. It all completely depends. But today I was able to get to a bench, a Smith machine, as they call it at Planet Fitness. And I was messing around, threw 45 on each side, did a couple of sets of 10s with that, do a couple 25s on each side, did a set of 10, felt comfortable, wanted to kind of see where I was at. I hadn't been doing any benching at all, like besides machines. And the machines I'd been doing 190 to 210, and I wanted to see how comfortable I would be on an actual bench. It's not a free weight, but close enough. And I was doing about 210, 45 on each side plus the bar. So that made me feel really good. I did 6 sets of 3s on that. But that's why I decided to eat so much protein, is because I know I'm going to be sore when I wake up this evening and tomorrow. So that'll give my body plenty to work with to be able to work out and repair those muscles. So that was my meal. Nothing fancy, but that was just my meal for today. It doesn't get much more interesting than that. When I have hamburger, I mix it up a bit and stuff, but I just kind of go with my taste buds. Sometimes it's bacon and eggs. I'll cook 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds of bacon, with 6 to 8 eggs, maybe some sausage or something. Otherwise, it's hamburger and vegetables. Very, very simple, very, very low carbs, no sugar whatsoever. So when you come off real fatty meats, I'm not eating a lot of fat, I'm trying to burn some fat. I do eat some, but not a whole lot right now. And that's how I'm losing weight. I mean, eating once a day, I can lose 1 pound a day doing this. It just all depends on if I want to eat something junk food or something that day. It may stall out. It depends on how long it's been since I've worked out. And I think I'm actually looking pretty good. That cigarette's out, by the way. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good. But 265 pounds. That's what I'm down to. 265. I'm feeling great. So we'll see what happens. We'll just go from here. Okay, I just happened to look down and see this old school scale. This is the one I was using before we found the electronic one again. And I stepped on it and was actually kind of surprised. So it's pretty accurate at the moment. It's probably 1 pound off, but let's see what it says. See if I can get it to stabilize. A little above 260. It's with my shoes on, and I just ate over 1 pound of food, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this.